Hello everyone. Today we have with us Nimish Gopal sir. He's a 2012 alum from Biotech and he's the founder of Career Naksha, which is a social enterprise for profit. So basically he's a social entrepreneur, but he does it with a profit. Hello sir, welcome to our show. How are you?
Yeah, thanks Komal for having me and thanks for introduction. Great, nice to have a conversation with a junior after a long time because I have never been in touch with my alma mater IIT Roorkee, so it feels really great to have that first conversation after graduating. So it's been almost 8 years, like you said. So nice having conversation, Komal.
Good to talk to you too, sir. So I'll just quickly run through how we are going to go about it, and then we'll start. So basically, we'll talk about how and why you got into social entrepreneurship. We'll talk about your company, Career Naksha, what it does, how you monetize the whole, your basically your social efforts as well as the company and the whole enterprise as a business, and the challenges you faced, and eventually we'll go on to the learnings you've had over the past years. Okay. So if you could briefly just tell us about how you got into founding Career Naksha in the first place.
Sure. So, Career Naksha, if you see the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says Career Naksha. So you are building maps. You are building anybody's Naksha, right? Janam
Mm-hmm.
Patri hum bolte hain. Similar to that concept, we thought of a name which will resonate with, particularly with people, may it be a student or a professional, right? So हमने वो term coin किया like in 2014. But if I tell you like how I came about the idea, it's very simple. Like everybody faces a lot of confusion about what to do in their career, what kind of steps to take, what to choose as a career path, and what to really find, how to find your passion, right? So these are the really stark question every student has. Either he is in school or in college or he is a professional, right? So everybody is like thinking about career. So it's
Right.
basically a process of career decision making that happens in everybody's mind, right? So
Right.
if you look at my background, like I have been doing, so I graduated in biotech, and 11th 12th I never took bio, right? So I took maths, physics, chemistry. So
Right.
got into IIT, then took bio. I had to take biotech, right? Because there is no alternative. If you get a branch, you have to select it, right? So
Right.
that's the way. But I got into pulp and paper. So that's one really tidbit for you. I got into pulp and paper, and I
But you,
changed my branch to biotech, and that
okay.
too also was not in my hand, because even for a branch change you need to fill a form, and based on the availability of a seat you will get get allotted with a branch where the
Right.
seat is open,
Right.
right? So that's how, I don't know if still that way, but that's how I tumbled on biotech, and that's how uh, I shifted from Saharanpur campus to Roorkee campus after first year, and then realized biotech has immense scope, and it actually does, right?
Mm-hmm, it
We
does,
see
yeah.
that today in pandemic, right? One way of looking at biotech is the entire vaccine. uh, the people are making and running towards finding a vaccine, right? So it's all about biotech. It's all about finding the right medicine for COVID-19,
Mm-hmm.
right? And ensuring that we prevent it, not just uh, give people medication, but prevent. So
Prevent it,
I
yes.
got to know a lot about biotech, and that's made me wonder to like should I remain in this field. I found out more about it, and it had a lot of like I used to get a lot of new ideas, right? So, and that's when I started exploring new ideas in biotech field, and that's when entrepreneurship came into in my like I got to know about one PhD guy who was working on new ideas. So we got into some very renowned all India level business plan competition in 2010. So I'm talking about 10 years back, right? It's
Right.
when startup ka kafi craze nahi tha.
हाँ जी.
It इंडिया में लोग इतना ज्यादा जानते नहीं थे, एक दो कंपनीज थी, फ्लिपकार्ट, स्नैपडील, बट स्टिल very few people knew about startups.
Right.
So but I came to know about business plan competition in 2010, and वहाँ पे मैंने participate किया, and entrepreneurship, that is when the entrepreneurship bug bit me, and I realized कि I want to be in this space and I want to start up a company when I graduate. So started with first company called G Biofin, started with second company called Poster Gully with one of good friend of mine, then third company, then Career Naksha is my fourth company,
Oh my.
which I started after doing a lot of different cycles of careers in different fields. So I was in biotech, then I started doing a service based industry, then I went to e-commerce, then I did my MBA from US, so management. So if you look at the entire career spectrum, it's so diverse. So everybody is thinking about what to do, how, where to find your passion, and like what is the right way to move your career. So that is when I realized that everybody is actually changing their decisions very frequently.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2014, me and my friends basically coined a term career naksha, and but we started it as a community. We did not start it as a kind of a organization. So when I came back to India in 2016-17 timeframe, I started looking Career Naksha as an organization, and started looking at as an how to build this startup. So in 2018, officially I quit my job to come full time to build Career Naksha alone, and then eventually found out my co-founders, and then it's been 2.5 years now. We are running Career Naksha and talking about how to find for-profit versus non-profit social venture. So while I was working on Career Naksha, I found out there is a untapped potential of reaching out to rural segment, and then I started doing research how we can deliver our services to that grassroots level, and eventually found out this area of for profit social enterprise.
So, okay, so social enterprise or social entrepreneurship for profit. Mostly when हम जब सुनते हैं कि social entrepreneurship बोल करके एक field है, the first thing that comes to anybody's mind is कि इसमें आप पैसे कैसे बनाओगे, और it is for the rich and the famous people जिनके पास में at least they have enough money to fend for themselves. मैं अपने आप को खिला लूंगा and मैं अपना घर चला लूंगा, and उसके बाद में I can do something known as social entrepreneurship. Now this is very new, social entrepreneurship for profit. So it will be great अगर आप थोड़ा हमें समझा पाएं कि social entrepreneurship for profit काम कैसे करता है. And
Sure, Komal. So one of the things that people associate social entrepreneurship is with philanthropy and basically giving back to the society, and not earning out of it, or not kind of, you can say, just doing at the cost level or break even level and not making money out of it, right? Not a business model. But if you look at many organizations around the world, there are many foundations, Section 8 companies, there are many NGOs, there are many such organizations which are running non-profit, but they eventually utilize their funds for the growth of the organization. So that's a model where everybody knows the model. Ki you get funding, you get people who are funding your projects in an organization, right? And you are paying your employees, they are getting paid, the services are getting deployed to the rural segment or to the needy people. But the people who are at the level, like the management level, or maybe people who are funding, they are not looking for return on investment, right? They are looking for gratification, motivation, social impact, and things like that. But if you look at the market that we are in, particularly India market, right? There is a huge scope of delivering services at the grassroots level, right? So the market is huge, when you
gap
say
बहुत
social
ज़्यादा है.
yeah, so when you say social entrepreneurship, you start thinking about like key, how can we make a difference in the society, right? Be it by giving education, be it by giving skill development, be it by counseling them, giving them understanding about various career opportunities, right? So you want to make a difference, but let's say as an organization, if I can generate business models, revenue models, which can help in not just sustaining my organization, but also growing my organization in a profit manner, like in a manner which will be bootstrapped, which will not only get funds from people who are willing to donate, willing to invest in our organization, but giving a return on investment. So, for example, if you look at a lot of corporates, they are today are bound to fund a lot of these social initiatives, right?
Right.
And they not only can do that using the channel of NGOs
Mm-hmm.
or Section 8 companies, but they need really good professionals to deliver services, right? And
Which
that
is
is
basically the
where,
CSR we are talking about. We're talking about the
yes,
CSR of the
CSR.
company. Right.
Exactly, corporate social responsibility. So this is one of the mandatory, you can say one of the mandatory thing that government of India has made, कि अगर इंडिया में कोई भी एक बहुत बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, let's say Reliance,
Mm-hmm.
Tech Mahindra, L&T, ONGC, right? These are all big Maharatna and the big MNCs running
Big
like
turnovers.
yes. So इनके क्या होते हैं, इनके फाउंडेशंस बनते हैं, प्लस इनके 2% of their total profits they have to spend on social causes,
Right.
right? अगर 1,000 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट बना रहे हैं तो 2 करोड़ they will have to spend on social initiatives,
Right. तो
right?
आप
So
ये CSR यूज करते हैं.
exactly, so we utilize those CSR funds, right? And we not only employ people to deliver the services that we have, but we are making that social impact at the same time. So that is how it's like for profit. And again, if we are generating a margin out of it, we are plowing back it for the business, right? But we are not saying we are a Section 8 company. Again, the difference between an NGO and Section 8 company is कि वो profit नहीं बनाएंगे.
Section 8 कंपनी भी नहीं बनाएगी, NGO भी नहीं बनाएगा.
Correct. They will utilize the funds. Funds exhaust हो गए तो खत्म. Funds की expiry date है तो खत्म. But they are not going to generate or expand their balance sheet.
Okay. So what is a Section 8 company and what is the difference between a Section 8 company and an NGO?
So Section 8, so NGO, you can start a foundation or an NGO tomorrow, right? But if you want to be recognized, if you want to be really be able to take up funds externally or internally, you need to be registered as a Section 8 company. So Section 8 company में minimum number of years होता है, right? You need to have minimum number of like work that you have delivered, you have made an impact, you have to show how you have made an impact, you have to submit a report, और तभी आपको एक Section 8 company का दर्जा मिलेगा, वरना it's very difficult to get a Section 8 company. So you will see hundreds and thousands of NGOs, but you will see very few companies who have registered as a Section 8 companies. Right? We are not Section 8 companies. We are a private limited social enterprise. Right? वो भी एक third category जो मैंने बोला, right? We are a private limited. Again, we are a for-profit organization. We are not a Section 8 company. We are not a NGO.
But you are creating social impact despite creating
Yes.
profits.
Exactly.
So those two things are going hand in hand, which is generally perceived as otherwise. कि आप अगर profit create करोगे तो
Exactly.
आप अच्छा कुछ नहीं कर रहे होगे. Okay. So here's my question, right? ये जो आपको CSR मिलते हैं companies से, like talking about your business model at Color Naksha, the CSR that you get, you can't make a margin out of that CSR definitely. Like you can't be allowed to do that. You'll have to spend that entire money on social welfare. है ना? So where does the margin come from? Like where do you get the margin to pay your employees and to further your company, as you say?
Correct. So when I say I am for profit, I am also doing direct, I am reaching out to direct to consumer, right? I am reaching out to students in schools, I am reaching out to wealthy people, I am reaching out to premium segment, I am reaching out to that segment also. Right? I am not saying कि मैं rural में ही काम करूंगा, right? मेरे को social impact बनाना है, so social doesn't mean rural. Social can be in urban also, right? Social can be anywhere.
So I
Right?
did
हम
not get
कंफ्यूज
this
कर
part.
जाते. So social का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि it's all only rural social.
That's fine. But आप अगर किसी को भी reach out कर रहे हैं, अगर आपका CSR है तो are you taking fees from those people that you are benefiting socially, or how is this whole thing working
So
out?
there are two segments we are working on, right? एक है
Okay.
हमारा rural segment, एक है हमारा urban segment. Urban segment में हम CSR का फंड नहीं ले रहे. Rural segment में हम CSR का फंड ले रहे हैं.
अच्छा,
ठीक है?
ठीक है.
तो रूरल सेगमेंट में क्योंकि स्टूडेंट पे नहीं कर पाएगा, उसका पेरेंट पे नहीं कर पाएगा, तो हमें कोई चाहिए जो फंड कर सके सर्विसेज देने के लिए.
Exactly. So that is
Right?
when the CSR
Urban,
comes in.
that's when the CSR comes in. Right? अब दूसरा सेगमेंट है जो अर्बन है, वहां पे CSR नहीं है, बट that is still a social impact, right? You still are making sure that you are providing your services to the people who need it, right? And you are taking, like, you are pay, they are paid customers for you.
So that is where your profit margin comes in. That is where you pay your employees from.
Exactly. So again, I can pay my employees even through the CSR funds.
Okay.
क्योंकि वो services दे रहे हैं ना. So for example, let's say I did a workshop in one rural village. So
Okay.
I brought a expert who is expensive. उसका 1 घंटे का चार्ज है 10,000 रुपए, लेकिन वो CSR करने के लिए या हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए वो 5,000 में कर देगा. ठीक है, तो उसका 5,000 का पेमेंट है, वो CSR वो
तो
कॉर्पोरेट ही
CSR
देगा.
से ही होगा सर, डेफिनेटली.
एग्जैक्टली, तो उसका पे तो निकल गया ना.
आपका सर एज अ कंपनी आपके
हाँ, मेरे लिए
एम्प्लॉइज,
मेरा जो मार्जिन है वो मेरे इधर से आएगा, डायरेक्ट टू कंज्यूमर से.
राइट. ओके, गॉट दैट. सो आप जब
Right? So
रूरल
again,
एरिया,
it's a complicated revenue model, but
इट इज
we are not earning profits in CSR per se, but we are making ourselves self-sustainable. We are earning profits through the other segment, and that is how we are for-profit social enterprise. We are not making money out of जो फंड दे रहा है उससे.
आई गेट योर पॉइंट.
राइट, बट इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है तो हम एक टाइप से हमें वी आर गेटिंग अ लेवरेज, राइट? वी आर गेटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ recognition, we are getting known, we are building a brand, we are providing services to all the different segments of the society. So it's like, again, ultimately we are for profit, right? अगर कोई कॉर्पोरेट बोलेगा तो
एग्जैक्टली,
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली, कॉर्पोरेट बोलेगा तो हम सेक्शन 8 में तो नहीं है और ना ही NGO है.
फेयर इनफ. तो आप जो रूरल एरियाज में जाते हैं, आप एग्जैक्टली क्या क्या सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं वहाँ के बच्चों को?
So Career Naksha, like I said, we are a career tech platform. So we combine, we basically are a link between education and skills, right? So prime focus is psychometric test, career test. Second is career counseling and guidance. And third is one-on-one personal mentorship. So when we go to schools, we do all three of these. Plus we also do workshops. Workshops in a sense, soft skills workshops, जहाँ पे basic personality development हो गया, basic English हो गया, right? Basic sanitation related, basic things which are needed for the students to understand how to live in a society, right? So etiquettes and वगैरह वगैरह, तो वो सब चीजें भी हम करते हैं. So these are some of the ways how we do it in the rural segment. Then in our urban segment, we primarily focus on career counseling and psychometric test. We are soon to launch personal one-on-one mentorship. So हम diverse careers को interface करते हैं. हम सिर्फ ये नहीं बोलते कि आप engineer बन जाओ. We have every other damn career and you can look at our Instagram and all our social media handles. So we promote here. If you're a chef, if you want to become a YouTuber, Instagrammer, right? And if you want to be an influencer, you want to be a content creator, digital marketer. So there's so many wide varieties of careers. So we interface all of them, and we have mentors. We have 1,000+ mentors on our platform on all the diverse fields. And in the last 2.5 years, we have impacted more than 1 lakh students, and we have directly interfaced with more than 10,000 students in our conversations through all our projects. So
basically rural and urban combined.
Yes. So indirect impact is 1 lakh students. Direct impact is 10,000 plus students.
Okay. So when you go to the rural villages, right? When you go to those areas, जहाँ पे कि basic education भी काफी मुश्किल से मिलती है बच्चों को, right? You don't have good teachers. either हम news channels पे देखते हैं ये चीज. वहाँ जाकर के अगर आप and it's as far as I have been able to understand, आप शायद better बता पाएंगे. बट मल्टीपल रीजंस की वजह से होता है. एक तो पेरेंट्स भी इतने अवेयर नहीं है, दूसरा फैसिलिटीज नहीं है, पॉवर्टी है, ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स, राइट? सो व्हेन यू गो इनटू दैट सेटिंग एंड आप जब बात करते हैं पेरेंट्स से, बच्चों से, स्कूल से, राइट, तो आपको तो मल्टीपल चैलेंजेस आते होंगे. एक तो बच्चे भी उतने शायद एजुकेटेड नहीं है कि वो करियर तक का सोचे, उतने अवेयर भी नहीं है. तो लाइक what are the challenges that you face so far because of that? Because I can understand कि urban and rural में काफी difference होता होगा. So pertaining to rural.
बहुत. So one of the foremost challenges awareness, right? Awareness about what to do, why people study, and what is the importance of skills, and how to become an employee or like employability. These are the basic challenges, right? Education ka motto, and people are not aware. And one of the biggest challenge in rural areas of Gujarat and UP and Rajasthan, these are the 3 states where we are operating today, right? 90% of the students, particularly girl students, 90% of the girl students drop out after 10th.
Yes, they do. Before 10th actually in many cases.
Yeah, and exactly. And वो continue नहीं करते 11th 12th, 10वीं के बाद खत्म, right? So it's a very big issue. And second is parental awareness, right? अगर parental, अब ये जो districts हैं या छोटे छोटे गांव हैं, इनमें problem क्या है कि parents भी वो उस type की jobs कर रहे हैं जो कि उनको एक helping hand चाहिए, right, to increase their household income.
Exactly, yes.
तो वो क्या करेंगे? वो force करेंगे बच्चों को कि आप भी काम करो. क्या करोगे पढ़ के?
बिल्कुल सही
बात. That is the mentality. उनकी mentality ये है कि बच्चों को भी काम करा लें so that they become a helping hand.
क्योंकि पढ़ाई से जो रीप होता है benefits वो उनको immediately नहीं दिखता ना, तो उनको लगता है कि हमको तो करके सोचते हैं. Exactly.
Long term नहीं सोचते वो लोग, है ना?
तो सोच भी नहीं पाता. Poverty इतनी होती है कि सोचेंगे भी कैसे. बिल्कुल आप
Exactly. तो हम उसको कैसे solve करते हैं? We give examples, right? We give them stories. We educate them with some of their like bright students, like जो alumni उनके school के जो अच्छा करके निकले, right? Then principal sir, जो भी principal होते हैं, teachers होते हैं, उन्होंने एक journey देखी है उस school की, right? तो वो भी एक उनसे बोलते हैं कि आप journey बताओ कि पहले क्या होता था, अब कैसे होता है. तो उससे भी लोगों को समझ में आता है कि हाँ, the shift is coming. Then हम घुसते हैं, orientation देते हैं, हम बताते हैं देखो दुनिया में ये सब हो रहा है, तो उनको फिर awareness आती है. फिर धीरे again we don't do the program in 1 day or 1 hour. It's a month long or a week long kind of programs that we run. तो वो पूरे process में उनको इतना कुछ समझा दिया जाता है कि वो जब घर जाए तो उनके दिमाग में definitely रहे कि भाई मेरे को क्या करना चाहिए, मेरे बच्चों को पढ़ना ही चाहिए और आगे बढ़ना चाहिए और जो उनको अच्छा लगता है उसको आगे करना चाहिए. तो वो चीज बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट.
सही बात है. तो लेकिन एक बार जब वो मंथ लॉन्ग चीज हो गई, क्या आप उसके बाद भी कनेक्टेड रहते हैं उन स्कूल से, उन बच्चों से?
डेफिनेटली. सो सोशल मीडिया इज वेरी पावरफुल. कोमल, राइट?
Right.
सो हम जब जाते हैं तो हम उनको बोलते हैं कि भाई यू स्टे कनेक्टेड विद अस ऑन आवर सोशल मीडिया,
अच्छा, जहाँ
राइट? स्टे
सोशल मीडिया नहीं
कनेक्टेड.
है वहाँ हर जगह तो नहीं है, ऐसा रूरल
सो
एरियाज में.
नहीं, इट सी अगेन, internet is a problem, but internet accessibility is there.
Okay.
Bandwidth is a problem, right? वहां पे इंटरनेट चल रहा है, वहां पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी पहुंच रहा है, लेकिन वो स्पीड नहीं है, वो बैंडविड्थ नहीं है, राइट? तो हम जैसे, सो व्हेन वी डिलीवर आवर सर्विसेज डिजिटली, अब जैसे हमारा साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट है जो ऑनलाइन है, राइट?
Right.
तो वो वहां पे 1 MBPS की स्पीड आती है और 500 बच्चों को देना है टेस्ट,
Hmm.
ठीक है, और 1 घंटे का टेस्ट है,
Right.
तो कैसे देंगे? तो दैट इज अ स्केल प्रॉब्लम इन रूरल सेगमेंट, राइट? रूरल वाले स्कूल्स में करना एक टाइप से बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज हो जाता है. 500
हाँ जी.
बच्चे, 1 आवर का टेस्ट, 1 MBPS स्पीड, ओनली 20 पीसीज अवेलेबल. So we have the capability, we have developed that capability कि हम उस bandwidth पे, उस scale पे we can deliver our solutions and services.
Fair enough. So ठीक है, तो ये तो हुआ, but so I, coming back to your journey, have noticed that आपके जो इसके पहले के जो startups थे, they weren't particularly social enterprises for profit or non-profit, right? Those were generic companies that were for profit, just like every other company is. So my question comes in here: what drove you towards social entrepreneurship after 3 companies?
So so if you look at the problem that we are trying to solve, right, the motivation to solve this problem of career confusion, career clarity, and providing the right guidance
Right.
is very much important uh, at all the stages of the life, right? School, college, graduation, job, right? So all that is like a entire life cycle. So what made me feel that it's a very big problem, and particularly people who are not getting such kind of uh, solutions or services have to be served, or else we will be really really behind. हमारे में फिर जैसे हम पहले बोलते हैं ना कि अमीर लोग अमीर हो जाते हैं, गरीब लोग गरीब रह जाते हैं, तो इसी तरीके से करियर में भी वो लोग पीछे रह जाएंगे और जो अच्छा कर रहे हैं वो अच्छा करते रह जाएंगे, तो वो गैप बहुत बड़ा बढ़ जाएगा, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट बहुत बढ़ जाएगा. ये चीज लोगों को रियलाइज नहीं हो रही है, but unemployment rate particularly in the rural areas will increase so much कि बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स आ जाएंगी. एग्रीकल्चर सबसे बड़ा एक जरिया होता है, वो अब हाईटेक हो गया है, वो भी अब टेक्नोलॉजी से के बिना नहीं हो पाएगा. तो दे वोंट बी एबल टू डू इवन एग्रीकल्चर एंड लो लेवल जॉब्स विच आर गोइंग टू गेट इरोडेड with automation and lot of futuristic careers. तो वो क्या करेंगे? So we need to solve this problem, right? So I really get that kick when I go to rural schools. I get that satisfaction. I really feel motivated every day कि यार मेरे को किसी स्कूल में जाना है, या किसी सोशली मतलब बैकवर्ड स्कूल या किसी रूरल स्कूल में हम जाके कुछ ना कुछ कर पा रहे हैं. भले ही छोटी चीज करें, भले ही एक प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं, भले ही आप एक छोटा टॉपिक पे उनके साथ कॉन्वर्सेशन कर रहे हैं, डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं, बट दैट इज नीडेड. समबडी हैज टू डू इट, and somebody has to take it as a kind of really a long term process, and not just कि short term में 1000 कॉलेज स्कूल्स में या 1000 विलेजेस में कर दिया तो हो गया, but it has to be continuous.
So I think that is really inspiring, because given कि अगर आप सिर्फ अपना urban section पे काम कर रहे होते, so वो पूरा का पूरा profit आपके लिए होता, आप काफी ज़्यादा time और उस पे devote कर पाते हैं, and I mean at least on the money front things would have been a lot greener. But
Exactly.
आप उसी का पैसा यूज करके रूरल सेगमेंट में भी काम कर रहे हैं, जहाँ की काम is more than the urban segment requires, and you're not getting
Exactly.
paid
So
for it specifically. I think that's,
right,
we need more people like you.
70% of our market, see Komal, 70% of our market is rural, 30% urban है.
But so that is not even a market.
70%.
It's not paying you. You are getting paid
Exactly.
from your urban segment, which is what is really
Exactly.
commendable here.
Right. So why not think about areas which will make an impact at a larger scale and long term, right? अगर हम वो अगर neglect कर देंगे तो like फिर again we are building something which will not reach to the grassroots level, right?
Right.
वो सारी चीजें फिर वही fall out आ जाएगा, and who will serve that underprivileged, or who will serve those people who can't pay today? So all that government तो अकेले कर नहीं सकती सब कुछ. You need people, you need team. सब गवर्नमेंट के भरोसे बैठेंगे कि भाई हाँ कर लेंगे, तो it's again not the right thing. So yeah, so I think people from IITs, really passionate people who want to make a social difference, should join organizations like us, or build organizations like us, solve up actual problem at the grassroots level. जो बेसिक सैनिटेशन की भी प्रॉब्लम्स है, कितना भी हमने बोल दिया कि जो टॉयलेट वाला एक कैंपेन था या ड्रिंकिंग वाटर वाले कैंपेन चलते, स्वच्छ भारत चलते हैं, आप जाके देख लो हालत कितनी खराब है विलेजेस में. कोई भी विलेज, कोई से स्टेट में चले जाओ, मैं तो 3 स्टेट्स में काम कर रहा हूँ, मुझे पता है, बाकी स्टेट्स में भी आप चले जाओ, वहां पे भी इट्स अगेन अ सॉरी स्टेट.
Hats off, sir. We need more people like you. I think ये काफी इंस्पायर करेगा बहुत लोगों को. So final question. What have your learnings been so far through all of this? Because मुझे पता है कि हमने से बात करी, रूरल एरियाज में अपने challenges आते हैं, authorities के साथ में भी आपको challenges आते ही होंगे. I don't think it was very easy to set all of this up, and eventually आपने भी 4 companies बनाई हैं, 3 companies नहीं चली, 4th company चली. And इतना meandering के बाद में, what if you like, if you were to sum up all of your learnings, क्या बताएंगे आप juniors के college में?
So, like to all our IIT Roorkee fellows and students and सबको मैं यही बोलूँगा कि like everybody is looking at those like 6-7 figures of salaries and everything, but you will eventually would like to find motivation, satisfaction, happiness in doing what you do. आप कितने भी अच्छी जॉब कर रहे हो और ये 3 चीजें नहीं है वहां पे, राइट? मनी है, कल्चर है, सब कुछ है, बट यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड, यू आर नॉट हैप्पी, यू डोंट फील मोटिवेटेड, राइट? सो देयर इज नो पॉइंट इन kind of doing that kind of job, or even right? So I would strongly suggest ki start thinking about things which will make you happy, make you feel satisfied, and every day you are motivated to do something, and it's a long term thing that you need to find out, right? अगर आप मतलब ठीक है, जॉब, आई टोटली अग्री कि ग्रेजुएट होने के बाद जॉब चाहिए होती है, you want to enjoy life, definitely 2-3 years, but start exploring about your passion, start exploring about what makes you happy, what makes you satisfied, and really find those things. Again, those are the best things that can stay with you in your career, right? If you're building a career, you can build a right career only when you are satisfied, motivated, and happy.
Any final, any like parting words?
So I would like want to invite a lot of Roorkee students to join us, to join our team at Career Naksha. Let's make an impact together. Would be very happy to like even hire people who want to join us, particularly like in the career space, in the education space, that or skill based things that we are doing. So if you are interested, please join us. That's one. Second, enjoy your life at Roorkee. I know I miss my college days, definitely, particularly like having that laid back attitude कि जो अपना still chill मार रहे हैं हॉस्टल में, राइट? टीवी देख रहे हैं, कभी फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं, कभी कैंटीन में जा रहे हैं, है ना, मैगी वैगी खा रहे हैं, पढ़ाई है तो एक दिन पहले कर लिया, ठीक है, तब तक तो एंजॉय ही कर रहे हैं, कोई फेस्ट कर रहे हैं, या मतलब या फिर कोई ना कोई एक्टिविटी कर रहे हैं. सो दैट्स वन very important thing that I realized at Roorkee is people are doing variety of things. राइट. सब कोई ना कोई 2-3 चीजें तो कर ही रहा है. एक या तो स्पोर्ट्स में है, या कल्चरल रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज में है, या एकेडमिक्स में है, या कोई डिजाइनिंग क्लब है वगैरह वगैरह. तो दैट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग एट आर IIT रुड़की, विच आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ टेलिंग एवरीबॉडी कि हम हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट में बच्चे सिर्फ क्या कहते हैं,
पढ़ाई नहीं
टेक्निकल
करते.
ट्रेनिंग नहीं आते, पढ़ाई के लिए नहीं आते, बट बहुत कुछ एक्सप्लोर करते हैं. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स बिकॉज एक फ्रीडम मिल जाता है. वो 11th-12th के बाद कोचिंग करने के लिए इतना ज्यादा प्रेशर होता है कि कुछ ना कुछ और ट्राई कर रहे हैं, तो देखना चाहते हैं. तो दैट इज वन गुड थिंग, बट आई थिंक दैट शुड बी फॉर एवरीबडी. Everybody should explore 2-3 things, because that's how you find passion. You can't find passion without exploring. आपको पता ही नहीं है कि आप उसमें अच्छे हो या आप अच्छा कर सकते हो, तो कैसे आपको आपका पैशन पता चलेगा.
This has been an absolute pleasure, sir. Thank you so much. Please keep up the good work. मतलब hats off to you.
Thanks.
बहुत
Thank you,
ज़्यादा
Komal.
brilliant काम कर रहे हैं आप. मतलब given that
Yeah,
आप
thanks.
कितनी lucrative salary लेके कितना lucrative life जी सकते थे, the fact that you are actually putting in the work and helping people out there, students. Because education personally मुझे भी लगता है कि सबसे ज़्यादा बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है आज की डेट में. ये एक प्रॉब्लम अगर सॉल्व हो जाएगी, बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स अपने आप सॉल्व हो जाएंगी. तो मतलब
Right.
hats off to you,
Totally.
sir. Like, thank you so much
Great.
for coming.
Thank you so much, Komal. Thank you for having me and inviting me. Hopefully, I did justice to this entire
This has
interview,
been good.
and we will be able to make an impact through this video to all our viewers. So, and stay in touch. All the best
To
for
you too,
your
sir.
nice initiative that you have started by
Thank you.
connecting alumni. It's a really great thing that these are the ways you can actually think of getting connected to alumni. So great, nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Take care.